What's up and welcome back to the Kinda Funny Gamescast for Friday, July 11th, 2025. Of course, I'm your host, Tim Geddes. I love when it's the Nintendo set, Greg. It's my favorite.
It's very nice.
It's so
I love
good.
when my
It's so
shirt
good.
matches it too.
Joining us today, of course, it's the Big Daddy himself, Greg Miller.
Hello, how are you, Tim?
I'm fantastic.
I never get to sit this close to you. It feels
I know.
good. You know what I mean?
Normally you're all the way over there, you know.
Gee, have we ever talked about how big his neck is?
I got a big neck.
He's got a thick neck.
I haven't thought about the neck. I've thought about the head. It's a big head.
Yeah, that's true too. That's true. Yeah, he's got a big old noggin.
Yeah, it is.
That's why the
is.
neck needs to be so
Yeah.
big.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the foundation to hold it all up. Joining us as well, it's Christmas in July. Joey Noel.
Hello. What a fun day.
What a fun day. I feel like this is the most Joey day
Yeah,
of
this
all
is the
time.
best.
Rounding out the group, a very special guest today. It's Gia Geddes, everybody.
Woo!
Hello. Thanks for having me today.
I'm pretty sure your first appearance on the Kind of Funny Gamescast. You know what I
Probably
mean?
first and only.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll see. This might be a transition period. This
Did we
might
not
be.
have you on for like Marvel Snap or any of your various...
You know, I was never invited to talk about
Oh,
Marvel Snap.
wow.
I have lots to say.
He hates women's voices in games. Boo.
Are you still playing Snap, G?
I play every evening. Yep.
That's
I saw
crazy.
her playing last night, and I was just like, I can't believe it's still going on. And I keep saying this, and we haven't done it, but I want her to sit me down and just show me what a game looks like now, because I haven't played in 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. There are like new cards, but the game's
Nothing's
same.
changed.
the same.
All the abilities, though, you know.
There's some cool abilities.
She just told me it's Fantastic Four month, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Exciting times. Well, everyone, this is the Kind of Funny Gamescast. Each and every weekday, we get together to talk about the biggest reviews, previews, and topics in video games live on YouTube, Twitch, and podcast services around the globe. If you love what we do, please support us with the Kind of Funny membership on Patreon, YouTube, and now Spotify and Apple Podcast. It gets you the shows ad-free, and you get a daily exclusive Greg Way. For a chance to be part of this show, though, YouTube Super Chat in if you have any questions, comments, concerns, whatever it is about Animal Crossing.
He's
please.
nervous to be in front of his wife.
He is. He's so nervous.
Love
I
it.
feel like I fucked up every intro to the show this week.
Really?
Somewhere in there. Little things here and there. I don't care.
Oh,
but
well, sure. You just remember
Tim's
it
off
and you're
his
bringing it up
game.
here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're probably just too excited to see Superman in 40X with me today.
I really am. I want everybody to know that after this, they are going to stream. Joey and
Yeah.
Gia are going to stream Animal Crossing. Greg and I are going to go watch Superman in 40X. Greg's never seen a
been there.
40X movie, and he's not ready.
Make sure I wore the Meta Ray-Ban so I can record this thing, get kicked out of the theater.
You're going to
for-
get so wet.
Because, Joey,
You're gonna get
we've
so
seen
wet.
many
Every time
40X.
I've seen
We've
this
seen
Superman
so
movie
many.
this week, I've been wet.
Yeah,
You get the
yeah.
fun thing of sitting next to Tim when he maybe has one or two open containers of
Yeah.
beverage,
Uh-huh.
and then you get to dodge that too.
Yeah, it's dude. I got to make the experience more real for you. G, are you excited for Greg's first experience with 40X? Because you're also a connoisseur.
Are you a believer of 40X?
Yeah, it's pretty fun. And
Okay.
we go really frequently.
Literally all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous. You know, I don't like roller coasters.
You should be
so I'm
nervous.
very much like,
Brace
ooh.
yourself.
Yeah.
Make sure your
Yeah.
seatbelt's
I can't go upside
low
down,
and
right?
tight
That's
on your
what I'm worried
front
about.
waist.
No.
Do I go back though ever?
No.
Yeah,
So
you
it's
go
just shaky,
well,
shaky.
forward and
Depends on
back.
the movie.
You're really fine.
I'm scared.
A little housekeeping for you. We're an 11-person business all about live talk shows. Games Daily just covered the continued drama around Subnautica 2, which is crazy,
Can't
by
believe
the way.
it's still happening, yeah.
Wow, what a saga this is. And then after this, like I was saying, Greg and Joey are going to crush this Gamescast.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
Gia is starting her Animal Crossing adventure.
If we do a good job today.
Well-
Joey and I have to do a good job of selling Gia today.
That is true. Yeah.
Well,
Will
I think
she be
has
in?
to play regardless.
We're going to give it a shot, everybody.
We're acting like there's other people here to do the work.
If you're a Kind of Funny member, today's Greg Way is a reading of Greg's favorite written interpretation of Superman, Brad Meltzer and Chris
Eliopolis.
Eliopoulos. I'm Superman.
That's right. Of course, they do a great series called I Am. It's a bunch of children's books.
Oh.
And they did an I Am Superman that I think is the best distillation of what Superman is and why he matters. And so I asked them for their permission. They said I could. And my Greg Way today is, me doing a reading of that. It's one of Ben's favorites bedtime books.
very cool. Thank you to our Patreon producers, Delaney the Psalm Twine and Carl Jacobs and Omega Buster. Today, we are brought to you by Shady Rays, but I'll tell you all about that later. For now, let's start with the topic of the show.
Sorry, we didn't
The
prep you for
topic of the
that
show.
one.
She asked, do I need to
Topic of
prep
the show.
anything? And I was like, nah,
don't worry about
show
it.
up and
Just show
listen.
Tots.
So the topic of the show is Gia Geddes and Animal Crossing. Are they a match made in heaven? We'll have to wait and find out. The reason this is all happening
Please.
is every night, Gia and I sit in our theater. We watch a lot of really, really horrible reality TV.
I don't know if it's horrible.
We watch some good, but we watch a lot of bad as well. And more often than not, I'll look over and she'll be on her phone. And she's often playing Marvel Snap. But recently, last year, Gia went through her cancer journey. She's kicking ass. Everything's great so far, correct?
Yeah. Thanks.
Things are good.
Things are good.
But she
What a
has
left
to take,
turn if it wasn't. I haven't brought it up, but actually.
But she has to take a lot of pills every day. A lot of different things. And I see her struggle through this. She's sitting there. There's many pills.
15
15
in
pills
a row.
day.
That's so many.
And
It's a lot.
she's struggling. She's drinking it. She takes her time. And I see her start to like use her phone time there
Sure.
to like break it up and
Yeah.
like just to like get through it a different way. And I've noticed that Marvel Snap has transitioned. It's not always Marvel Snap. Sometimes, what is it?
Okay, my favorite right now is Bus Out. And Joey
yeah.
also plays Bus Out. And what I like
Sorry, I
about
played
it,
Bus Frenzy.
oh yeah,
but they're
it's
very
a
similar.
related game. But what I like about it to pace out my pill taking is that there are a lot of ads. So every time I hit an ad, I just pop a pill, wait for the ad to be over, and that helps me pace out the 15
And
pills.
I often will see her looking at these ads for these games. And I've seen her start to download some of these games.
Only a couple.
Because some of these games are like, well, if you download the game, it gets you more points, whatever. She's fully in the mobile game system.
We got to get her out.
And we got to get her.
pull
we
her
gotta-
out.
Here's the thing.
Come on.
Obviously, we are big fans of mobile games here. I think everyone at this
DC
desk-
World Collide. It's new. It's out. It's hot right now. She'd be playing as Superman.
Disney's, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
See,
That's it.
I don't play. I play Screw Out, which is the same team as Bus Out, but it's
God,
different.
What's
guys.
Screw Out? Should I get it?
Yeah, it's all these different. Well, no, you can't get it because we're trying to sell you on Animal
Okay, okay.
Crossing for
Yeah.
all of your time.
So the biggest problem is
so
I
satisfying.
eventually looked over at her and she was it was this game, but she wasn't playing the game. She was looking up YouTube walkthroughs for the game. And I'm like, okay, we need an intervention.
Here's the thing. I didn't realize that you could just cheat by watching ads. So I got to level 6 and I could not get out of level 6.
Sure.
I was stuck for weeks. And I started to watch tutorials, very unhelpful. Level 6 seemed to look different for everyone. I was pretty confused. And then I realized, oh, you could just cheat by watching an ad and then it like solves the block for you.
Oh, yeah.
And now I watch ads all evening instead of playing the game.
but the ads are so funny because it's literally just ads for more games.
yeah,
It's
like
like
that
not-
fruit,
you're
that
not
fruit
selling you
merge
anything.
one where you bump two fruits together and they become a bigger fruit.
Yes.
I like that one too.
Okay, so I want to stress that there is no problem here. Everybody's allowed to like enjoy the
No
games.
one's yucking the yums.
Yeah, you can enjoy the games that you like, and this is not a like boo mobile games whatever.
But
Boo
we
some
felt
things
like we
about it.
had Gia on the right path. There
Exactly.
was a lot of Pokemon happening at one point, right? Where you were going Pokemon Red, right?
Pokemon Go too.
Oh yeah, and I'm heavy into the Pokemon Go now.
Okay.
And yeah, and you beat Pokemon Fire Red
I did.
a couple years ago, which was
Yes.
very
I
exciting.
grinded, and I beat it.
I honestly can't believe you did it.
Yeah.
I never would have guessed that you would have cared enough to do it, but you just.
Oh, I'm a completionist. If I like get into something, I will finish it.
this is
I don't
so
give
good.
up. I'm playing Marvel Snap every day for like years.
For what reason? No one knows.
Yeah,
but
it's
you're
not
still
something
going.
that you can complete, but here I am.
So, okay, Marvel Snap, we've talked about that. It's well documented, your journey with Pokemon Fire Red, but then now also Pokemon Go, because you love me and I love you so much. But where did your journey with video games kind of begin and end before me?
I mean, I only really played one PC game.
What was it?
It was The Sims.
Oh, hell
Yeah, loved
Oh.
that.
We got her on the ropes.
Yeah.
yeah. Sims is great. We love Sims.
Dabbled in high school, dabbled in college a little bit.
Experimented.
Experimented. Got some of those expansion packs. Did the whole thing.
Were
Haven't
you-
touched it in a long time.
Sure.
Were you like,
kicked
I'm
the
gonna
smack.
put my Sims in the basement and like make them find their way out, kind of a thing, or were you
Like torture them?
Yeah.
Like make them pee in a room because
Yeah.
you didn't give them a door to.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Or were you like, no, I want to give them like a
I wanted-
flourishing career?
Yeah, flourishing career. Wanted them to be experts in their field, and wanted them to have beautiful homes. And so I would just like rosebud the crap out of.
Rosebud.
Hell yeah.
You familiar with
Just getting a
Rosebud?
lot
Yeah.
of like
I
some
love
money to build them mansions.
So I feel like this is the greatest segue to what we were trying to do today, which is what, Greg?
Sell Gia Gettys on Animal Crossing. And so before we even launch into it, what is the connection here? Did you express interest in Animal Crossing? Tim just said that this would work.
He's expressed concern about my mobile game habit.
Sure.
And was like, we need to get her out of this. And that's why I'm here.
Okay.
So then
It was
I
an
was sitting there, and
intervention.
like I was looking. We had just got the Switch 2, so I had switched on the mind like I often do, and I started to think. I was like, all right, she played Fire Red. The goal has always been she'll one day play Heart Gold or Soul Silver, like continuing her Pokemon
Maybe
journey.
Za.
We gave her Final Fantasy VII, the original, to give a shot because I was like, which we admittedly knew was a stretch, but I was like, okay, she understands Pokemon and how that works. I feel like a game with a story could be something that she gets into. She likes to read a lot.
She loves reading.
Okay.
I do love reading.
Yeah.
So we gave it a shot. That wasn't for her.
I was
Immediately.
also like, I think recovering from surgery. So it was a weird time to be forcing me to read a lot.
Yes, but
But
we tried and it didn't work. So then it became a thing of like just trying to think of any time there's an opportunity coming up of like what could work. I've tried like even old school Mario games. Many years ago we played Mario World. I think you'd be better at it now, but she doesn't even understand the buttons. Like she's like very, very needs to be taught the language of games. And we'll get there. And I feel like you've learned a lot recently.
Yeah.
So with that, I was like, what could be a good alternative to these mobile games? And I was like, I know I am not an Animal Crossing guy, but I know Joey loves it. I know Greg loves it. And I feel like everything I know about that game could be the type of stuff G loves to do.
I agree.
100%.
So that's how I came down to
the lead into
Animal
The
Crossing.
Sims is an interesting angle because right there, then we've got you, especially that and the cuteness of it, the handheld factor of it, and this would fill the gap perfectly for what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because Animal Crossing is a game that exists in real time. So like if you just want to interact while you're taking pills or whatever, or watching these bad reality shows, you're checking in every night, seeing what's happened on the island while you were gone.
So things are happening while I'm
you got to
away.
plant. You got to put your plants down. You got to water them. They'll grow. You got to do this. You're going to build stuff. It'll take a while to be constructed. Like this isn't an instant gratification game.
It can be.
Do not time travel.
Okay.
Don't rob yourself of the experience.
We might have to today, but we'll get there.
No, when she starts her island?
Yeah.
No. No. Enjoy the game how you want to enjoy. I'm going to be seeing Superman and getting thrown around. I can't argue what's going to be happening. Joey, what's your pitch then for this?
I think that Animal Crossing is perfect. I do think that it's what Greg's saying about is like, because there really is like only a limited amount of things that you can do every day. You can keep playing, you can keep shaking your tree for branches to like make more things, and you can keep fishing. It's fine, but like there's really like a set number of things. You like go around, you collect all of your fruit and you sell it. You catch some stuff, you go find your artifacts and you dig around.
Eventually there'll be a museum for you to go take everything you
Yeah.
found and turn it into Blathers, and then Blathers will be...
I know we're giving you a lot right
Blathers.
now. He's a really cute little owl.
Okay.
But like it is really great where like there's probably like 30 minutes worth of stuff to do every day, and then you just check in every day and you buy the new stuff, and then you like decorate your house and stuff like that. This is a game you could spend like hours and hours upon every day, but like that's not really the ideal play style. It's, like,
I
checking it
worry
every day.
about things that I have to or can spend too much time doing because I don't have time for that. So I like the idea of like a check-in.
And this is why I would urge you
Yes.
to not be like Joey and time travel.
That's fine.
Okay.
You can mess with your system clock and move things around. That way things happen faster, right? But in general, like, especially for what we're talking about,
Yeah.
of a check-in,
Yes.
do a few things, check
Yeah.
out, come back later that day, another day, whatever.
Yeah.
I think that would work well for you.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay. So what do you know about Animal Crossing? Is this a franchise you've heard of before?
I've heard the name Animal Crossing.
Okay.
I have heard there's fishing.
Yeah.
I did play it probably every waking moment of the year that we all lived together.
Yes. So I knew that Joey liked it.
But you were alone on your Switch, though. You were never playing on a TV or anything.
No,
So she has no
it was always
exposure.
like
I
in
really
the
don't know
back row
anything.
while we were watching something. Yeah.
Yeah, I know nothing.
Okay. Well, let's throw up Joey's gameplay. Joey can start running around the island. Joey, you're in an interesting spot because, of course,
Correct.
you put
This
a
is my-
gajillion hours
This
into
is it.
Animal Crossing.
This is
So-
Animal
This is
Crossing.
Animal.
This
That's
is
Tom
Animal
Nook and that's
Crossing.
Isabel over there.
Oh,
Not Animal
We just clicked
Crossing.
off to the browser, Barrett, if we can get...
Oh,
There we
perfect.
go.
Thank you.
Uh,
We'll go through like the little opening.
So,
animation.
Joey, of course, do you remember how many hours into your original Animal Crossing?
I put
on
like
Switch?
just shy of like 900 hours in, and I pretty much only played for like the first year.
Got you. And then what happened?
Then I got really burnt out.
Yeah.
And well, like there wasn't that many things left to do. I feel like I had kind of done everything I needed to do. I had like I don't know if I finished the collection, but I had gotten pretty close to finishing the collections and stuff. And,
Sure.
I think at that point I had gotten burnt out and needed to start playing some other games. Is really what happened.
So, G, this is how every time you start Animal Crossing, it starts.
This is Isabel.
You get your update from Isabel on the island. You are on an island here. This is basically your island vacation spot where you'll build a home, have other friends come through, make new friends, be able to travel, be able to fish, be able to do all these different things. But it's kind of run like a summer camp here where Isabel will give you an update over the speakers here as you see every morning to tell you what's happening on the island, what's going on. There's a big fishing competition this weekend on the island, so be ready for that.
Okay.
And I apparently get to have a fun little ceremony to celebrate my upgraded Nook's Cranny, which is like the shop that updates every day with like new items and where you can get stuff.
And so this is a big deal, Joey, right? Where you had to restart.
Yes, I did restart my island. I feel like I do this periodically with like different things in my life where it's like, what if I just like cleared my phone and I just started over? Like I just, sometimes it gets too overwhelming. There's too many things and I just need a fresh slate. So this is.
So is this you?
This is me.
Okay. Is your name Joey or?
It is. So I named my island Kalokari, which is the island in Mamma Mia, obviously. So I have like a bunch of, so this is like a Mamma Mia outfit that I found because people can like design stuff online and then you can steal it and it's really great.
Yeah, you can go get stuff. You can make your own designs. You can put all sorts of stuff out there.
Okay, great.
So, and this is one of my little villagers. This is Ava. She's like a very fun chicken and I like her. These are all gifts for you that you'll have to come visit and get at some point.
On this stream, I assume.
Yes. Well, that's what, honestly, that's the reason.
If you're doing it,
because you need to be day 2 to unlock multiplayer. So yeah, so you decorate your island. Right now I'm trying to make it like Mamma Mia. So this is like the fountain that breaks. And then this is a fun like disco stage. Like look how fun this is.
Very disco.
But like I need another one, but I don't have the feathers because I wasn't playing when this event was happening.
This
so
is
Becky had
something
to make
that's
it
very
for me.
important to take in, Gia, as you run around Joey's island here, is that yes, there's objectives in terms of, okay, maybe we build out the museum, maybe we do this, blah, blah, blah. But Animal Crossing is a game of once you get your feet under you, you make your own fun. Because the idea is that you're designing your home on the interior and then you're designing the island itself of how do you want the island to look. Like, you know, everybody's going to have that, you know, home base in the center, the museum, but you get to move these things around and decide what your island will look like. And that's why visiting islands is such a big deal, whether it be through actually getting on the plane and going or going through these dream things where you could go to a code of an island.
This is my house right now. I haven't done a lot of work and I just added a room, so the oven should not be there, but that's fine. But yeah, so I just have a couple little things on the wall, some music, this fun couch.
You have a cat?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh.
I don't actually have a cat in the game. I just had a lot of cat stuff and I needed to put more things in here so it didn't look so empty. So
yeah, no pets in this game. As you see, the island residents are in fact animals.
Okay. Yeah.
So you can have like stuffed stuff. So like I have a stuffed porty out there that are, you know.
Oh, cute.
And this is my cute pink room.
This is a great room. I love your
Thank you.
plants.
I love, or they have like a mermaid set of things. Oh, no, I don't.
So I am almost as ignorant to this as Gia is. If you were to reorganize this room right now, could you do that from the room or do you need to go somewhere else?
No, I will show you. So you come in here and then you press down on the D-pad and then it opens up the like editor of things. So you can, I can show you, like, this is all the stuff that I have like in my storage that I could like put
How'd you
in
get
here.
all of the things in your storage?
That is, you buy it all. So we can go to this.
In-game currency, not money.
Not real money.
Yeah, this would be one of the biggest things. Obviously, you get things gifted to you on your birthday. Your mom's gonna send you a cake. You're gonna have friendships on the island where you can give them gifts and then they'll give you stuff and blah blah blah. But one of the hooks to the game, right, is that every day there's Nook's Cranny, the store. It has hours like a real store.
Yeah.
So you have to stop by when it's open, and when you do every day, they refresh their supply of what's in here.
And how do you get currency?
So back to it of like you can sell things to them.
Oh.
So you can when you
fish.
When you get the fish, you get the fossils,
Got
you
it.
find all the stuff. Joey mentioned shaking trees, right? Branches come down. You can then craft furniture. You could sell that to them.
Wow.
You could have your own
Okay.
thing. But the idea, is like there's this whole thing. You know, when we were getting set up, I started screaming about Tom Nook being a loan shark, right? And then Joey went in there and she had paid off her loan. You're like, what is this game, right?
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you start on the island, Tom Nook welcomes you and then saddles you with debt. And then they'll upgrade your house so you get more and more debt, so you have to pay it off.
But here's the thing. He's a very benevolent landlord.
Yeah.
There's no interest. He never makes you pay. You could like live with a level 1 house your entire game and never
You
pay
won't
it
wanna
back.
do that.
How
Yeah.
many levels what's the highest level of house?
Chat's going to shout out in a second. I forget. It's been so long. What is it, 3 or 4? I forget.
something like that. I don't remember.
So Tom Nook is the landlord raccoon.
Yeah.
Which we saw. Yeah.
What's up with Timmy here?
This is
Timmy and Tommy. It's his son. His son's pretty
It's his-
clearly.
oh,
right, yeah.
Tom's sons, Timmy and
Yeah.
Tommy. Okay.
Kebabs is checking for you.
So yeah, and then I now have the Able Sisters, which is where it's the same thing as the store, but it's all clothes. So this
Ooh.
is where you get cute new outfits. Sometimes they're really cute, and sometimes they're like not.
Yeah,
my
sometimes you
favorite.
swing and miss for the day. Like, that sucks, but
Like,
there's nothing I
do
want.
I care about
But
anything?
more
You
importantly,
should
on
get
that
those
back wall
those
is where
sunglasses
you
are pretty
can
cute.
you can create your own stuff and then upload it so people can download it, or you can go there and download other people's stuff too.
Yeah.
And so that
Wow.
obviously you're already versed here in using your phone to check on tutorials and do these things. There's a whole bunch of different things. There's still Animal Crossing subreddits I'm on that are posting new designs, and it's not only the clothes, it's the wallpaper, it's the signs to put up, it's all
Yeah.
these different things that
So
really.
like I'll show you. So this is like all Mamma Mia stuff that I found, which are like recreating
I
outfits.
love that.
So
I love
funny.
that you came back like I'm making a Mamma Mia island. That's awesome.
Amazing.
My Little Island tune is also an ABBA song. Thank you very much. So yeah, you can just like throw it on, and this is all stuff that like I'm not good enough to make, but other people are. And then people have made these like the door, like the very like Greek looking doors and flowers and stuff like that. So eventually I can like put these on wall panels and stuff like that to make it look like a Greek island. And like these you can put on the ground to make it look like there's like a stone path and stuff like that.
Wow.
And then this is my little
And
flag,
this is
which
the obviously in-depth next level part of it. Like when you get going, it's not this overwhelming
Okay,
to start.
there's a lot going on. Yeah.
Exactly. And they're going to start you on a very basic, you're on an island. I think, do you even start with a tent?
You start with a
It's
tent.
been so
So
long.
is the island seems to be on like a log?
Yeah, they're trying to give you the the horizon as if you're walking on a globe. It's a visual style thing. It's not
Yeah.
on a log. No, you're on a
No.
landmass somewhere.
And then all of these little houses are houses for your other villagers, which you
Did you build the houses or they?
you get like a little kit from Tom Nook that's like, where should we put the house? And then you go around and you figure it out. But you can like eventually, as you get through the game, you can like move everything around and you unlock like terraforming. So if you decide like, oh, I don't want the river here, you can like move it and stuff, which is kind of crazy. But and then yeah,
expert level play there.
yes. And then you pretty much every day you just like go around, you dig up these stars, which usually are fossils unless you pick up a fossil and then you don't have enough room in your pockets and you have to bury something. And then you go turn them into the museum, you fish, you catch bugs. I'm trying to think of like what else is on the daily stuff.
You haven't talked about Nook Miles there on your phone.
Oh,
So you have little daily quests. This is your phone you open up, right? Then you have Nook Miles. As you knock out these quests, you earn the Nook Miles. As you can see, Jody's got 30,000 up there that you can then go and buy special items from the Nook store and all these different things that wouldn't be there outside of that.
So is the whole game just kind of like you do this one thing to get this one currency to buy that thing that gets you more currency for other stuff? Like, is that kind of the loop?
No, the currency and the buying, not so much. It really is just you're just existing on this place, and it is.
Oh,
all right, cool. I'm doing the Nook Miles to do the thing or whatever, but like you can. There's a whole sulk market.
Oh yeah, the turnips.
So they have turnips there that are the
Wait,
stock
this
market.
is ringing a bell. Was there some turnip like drama when you lived with us?
Yeah, well, yeah, because you buy the turnips on Sunday, and then every day they buy them for a different amount in the store. But then you can go to other people's islands and sell the turnips for more money.
So there's this whole black
It's the
market thing.
stock
There's like
market,
once in a while,
STALK.
somebody gets this crazy thing of like you bought them for 10 bells. Bells is the currency here, right? And every day you watch it, and because they'll rot if you get to the next Sunday and you haven't sold them, they'll rot and they're worthless. So you have to ride the wave of trying to say, oh man, it's a higher price today, but still not that. But when they introduced this whole sharing on the islands thing, then it became the internet coming together, and somebody every day will be like, they're buying them for 900 bells, and so then you basically get in a queue and wait to get on that person's island, and then go to the guy or the gal, sell the turnips, make a gajillion. That's why I'm sure Joey before must have had billions, if not millions. I have still from the one time
Solar
I ever
panels.
did it, 1.7 whatever million bells or whatever.
But this is some of the stuff that you can like buy. They have like a pool, and like, do you want a theme park in your island? You can. Do you want a giant
Yeah.
Godzilla?
Yeah.
You can. Like, they just have like a lot of fun random things. Do you want a fair? Do you want some cotton candy machine?
Yeah,
all
that's
this stuff. So you have a bunch of
cute.
stuff that you can just decorate your island with. It's crazy to see like the way that, like, we can probably look at some island tours later of like people do wild things where it's like, we can't have the same amount of space on the island. Like, how does yours look like this?
But there is a finite amount of space.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
What are your initial thoughts on this, G?
I mean, yeah, it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah.
There's so
Correct.
many different ways to spend money, which I like.
But there's no
But
the benefit compared to your mobile games. There's no way to spend real life money in this game.
Yeah, and Tim has already forbidden me from ever spending real life money on mobile games, so
Okay.
That's my job.
I haven't been tempted by that part of it, but
But yeah, there's like all this fun wallpaper.
why does it say not for sale?
Because it's things that you have to find.
Oh.
These are like the fossils that you find in games, so you can't buy them. But there's just like, a lot of different customization and like items and stuff like that you can buy to decorate your house in a million different cute little ways. And it's my favorite to collect because like, look how cute this is.
I want to get into what we're going to have G do today on the stream after a quick word from our sponsors. This episode's brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company offering a world-class product rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. They have hundreds of options to choose from, so you're bound to find the perfect pair to match your style. If you don't love your shades, exchange them for a new pair or simply return worry-free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team are always there to have your back with personal and fast support. Y'all know I've been outside a lot playing Pokemon Go, and it's such a great experience wearing Shady Rays when I'm out and about looking dope. Exclusively for you, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code FUNNY for 35% off polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. Again, go to shadyrays.com, use code FUNNY to get 35% off polarized sunglasses. And we're back. Greg,
Hey.
we are now on your island.
Sure, yeah, I don't want to get in the way. We can talk about what, Joey and G are going to get up to, but to give G a look at like a more fleshed out island, because again, this is still my, hey, I've been going, cicadas cry in the morning. My mom sent me some stuff here. You know what I mean? So again, less sleep, more snuggles, Mom. Oh, Mom, you're so cute. And I take it, you know what I mean? But yeah, to see what's going on here. Cranston's doing this. Okay, good. She smelled good about his grandma. That's great, Cranston. But again, yeah, just to see what
A designed.
This is what I built in 2020.
Wow.
I put up on assets and I put it up on the post about we're gonna make you play it. The fact that I haven't been back, it turned out, in 4 years and 6 months, or at least that's the last time I talked to Mouse. Which isn't because I've popped in and done a little thing here or there, but I haven't talked to Mouse in 4.5 years.
Who's Mouse?
One of my characters here on my island or whatever. But yeah, to see where I put cobblestones down, I put signs up. My Joe Biden sign's still rocking.
All right.
Still rocking my
All right.
2020 Joe Biden signs out there. But
Yeah.
just to see what a different world I am, for me, the biggest problem I have with Animal Crossing New Horizons is just the fact that they put out the game and we're like, we're done. This isn't a game that got constant updates and did all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. So I was so stoked for Halloween, my favorite holiday, of course. And I went in and, that was when I played throughout pandemic. When Halloween hit, I built it as a Halloween island, and then there was never really a reason to come back, right? So, you gotta put flowers down. I gotta be.
Yeah, they're
Pollinating
lovely
that,
wildflowers.
Thank you.
The
I
whole thing for
appreciate
getting
that.
the colors that you want.
Exactly right, and yeah, you're crossbreeding stuff out there like Darwin, but you see also you're all over here. You build all your stuff. You make your own fun though. You know what I mean? It is that thing of like I want a picnic area. I make a
that's so
picnic area. You know what I
nice.
mean? I want to be doing that thing over here. I want to come over.
Make
there.
all these bridges.
Yeah.
And staircases and stuff like that, so it makes getting around.
I came up here, I said, of course I need a food area, so I made a Portillo's tent, I made a CJ's Hot Wing tent over there. You can party over.
Awesome.
Wait, this is really
I know.
And again,
well
this is like
done.
nothing. This is child's play compared to some of the crazy ones you'd see out
Yeah.
there.
So,
right?
like, if G were to play and, like, maybe not every day, but a couple times a week, will she get to this level?
I mean, yeah, a couple times a week forever.
I don't know. Like how
I mean, you figure like
intense is this?
it's as intense as you want it to be. I think like when you're seeing all the flowers, that's easy. When you see the backyard wrestling ring I installed, like that took more time, right? That was getting the chairs and buying the things and doing the stuff. Like
Did the actual wrestling happen here?
No. This is all very much
It's just the core.
diorama
You can look
play
at
set
it,
stuff.
yeah.
We're like, you got to figure it out and build it the way you wanted it to be, to have exactly what you want.
Wow.
So how many hours did it take you to get to this?
That's a great question,
overall?
and as you know, the Switch is weird about that. I checked while we were talking, and this is my Switch 2 version, or Switch 2, so it just says a couple hours played or whatever. It's like, well, that's not helpful to what it is, because yeah, I was obsessive during pandemic. At launch, during review, it was turn it on every morning with a cup of coffee, what's in the store, buy the thing, upload my own designs, download Kind of Funny Best Friend designs, which are way better than mine. As you can, Olive Party. This is really where Olive Party became oh man, this guy is artistic as shit, because he was making all my Animal Crossing outfits and stuff like that. I wanted, of course, we had to be ready for podcasts.
We.
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
big
it's like
times
we're.
get there.
It's very meta.
And I
Yeah.
forget if we ever we might have even done a stream where we all sat here and then actually just went full screen on this and did I forget.
Very
Do you
funny.
know about the animal talking lore?
No.
That's
Oh,
attached to Kind
wow.
of Funny. So Gary Whitta got so into Animal Crossing during the pandemic that he created a late night talk show in Animal Crossing and got
Yes.
like Selena Gomez. We were all on it. Justine, like a crazy, I can't even remember all of the big guests,
Sting.
but he got
Okay.
insane
Yes,
guests
yes,
on
yes.
it.
Danny
So-
Trejo.
yeah, like just the amazing, just wild. Like this really did just kind of sweep the world at the perfect time of like everybody being home. And like the thing that was crazy to me when I first booted this up was I was like playing on my own for like a while, and then when we decided to do today, like all of this today, I like put out the siren. So I had like Andrea and Maria and Lauren. I was like, I need you guys to open your islands. I need to steal all of your bells. Like I
your
need
islands.
to I need to like get
Open the
things
gates.
I need to get things moving. Becky opened up all of her stuff. She made a bunch of stuff for me to give you. And the first time that she came to my island or I went to her island, I just got like hit with this wave of nostalgia, I guess is like the best word for it,
Yeah.
of like, man, I haven't played multiplayer Animal Crossing in so long, and like just how that was like such a connective game for us all during the pandemic. Like we did Alyssa's bachelorette party in Animal Crossing and like all of these crazy things that I had kind of just forgotten about.
Yeah,
and
that's
so
crazy.
hopping back
Holy
in was
shit.
just wild.
So tell me about the multiplayer
Oh
aspect.
yeah.
Like how?
Well, here
so,
we go. Greg, open your gates.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah,
Open your gate.
Open the gates.
I-
Oh my God, Shuhei.
This is a cool room.
That's
thank
awesome.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bedroom here,
Look
all my
at you.
loves there, whatever. So if I wanted to go to sleep here, I could go to somebody's island just to walk around and see it, but not
Oh.
interact with it. Versus multiplayer, which I'll open up here for Joey. But I wanted to show that, and then yeah, this is my Ellis Library room here from Mizzou, as you can see with all my Mizzou stuff, my tigers. I thought the windows looked like it. This is my Jen room, of course.
You have a gen room?
Yeah, I love my wife, of course, so I wanted to make a room
Oh.
dedicated to her.
Not what I expected.
Just
Wow.
where I come in here and I think about her sometimes. You know what I mean?
Wait,
Just
this
when
is lovely.
What's with the human body?
Oh, I bet you didn't
Thing.
know my wife's a human.
Damn.
He wants
Never
to know
thought
how
about it
she
at all.
works on
Indeed.
like a cellular level.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Listen, I had a lot of questions when we were leading up to trying to make Ben. Okay.
But yeah, multiplayer, you can open up your island for visitors.
Okay.
And then like it gives you a code so you can like give that to your friends, or you can like when I was working on stuff on Wednesday on our stream, I opened up my island for Kind of Funny Best Friends. So like people came over and dropped a bunch of stuff for us. And then it's fun to get to go visit other people's islands just to see like what things they have in their store that day. If you want any of that stuff.
So the stores at different islands have different things.
You get ready. Audience, obviously, you're welcome to join if you're out there doing it. Just make sure Joey gets
So
in.
a big thing to keep in mind here, G, top level. This is the last Animal Crossing game to come out. This is the biggest Animal Crossing game to come out. Because it came out right smack in the beginning of the pandemic, it had explosive
Exploded.
growth. Like, this
Yeah.
franchise was always very popular, but it started, like, fairly, like, if you know, you know. And I feel like as the DS started getting very popular, like,
New Leaf, yeah.
the franchise started getting bigger and bigger. But it being on the Switch, it being during the pandemic, everyone being at home, this game blew up. It's now one of the highest selling games of all time.
You ready?
But that was 2020. We haven't had a new one since then.
Yeah.
We are due for a follow-up. And that follow-up is expected to have a lot more social features and be a bit more expansive. And that would probably, if we're betting people here, next year.
Yeah, you think so?
I was really upset that we weren't going to get it on launch, but I understand. I get why.
So
but
now's a
I just
great
wanna-
time for you to get into this world.
But am I gonna have to start over when the new game?
You would,
comes
yes.
out?
Yes.
Okay.
But I don't. That's the thing where it's like next year. I think's bullish. I hope so.
Okay.
I
It
hope
is.
so.
Okay.
I think it's more what we've talked a lot of. Maybe there's a Switch 2 edition of this coming along,
Yeah.
which I think would give you new content of some kind of what's going on,
Okay.
right? So I'd be stoked about that. But again, the whole thing is every Animal Crossing is different in some way. In terms of, I mean, it's not, but it is of like this. Oh, we're on an island. It's an island adventure kind
Instead
of
of a
vacation
town.
theme. That was different than
Oh.
Animal Crossings that had come
Got it,
before.
got it.
Now we just sit here and patiently wait.
So you're in an airport.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have your own Dodo Airlines here, where
They explain all this at the beginning.
Okay.
It's me.
you hope so.
I think maybe. If someone was faster than me on the get for putting in that code, I would be really impressed.
You don't let down the kind of funny best friends. You never know what you're gonna get. All right,
There she is.
God, I haven't done
me.
this in forever.
I know.
You talk about multiplayer, yeah, and that's that. You talked about restarting this, and we're calling this one. Should you play it in 2025? For sure, if you've never played before, yes.
Mm-hmm.
For Joey, restarting an island, you're a crazy person. I would
I
never do
know.
it unless something horrible happened. For me, when I turned it back on, getting prepped for this with this Gamescast and wanting to run through, and also tried on the Switch again, Switch 2, it was that nostalgia immediately tinged with like, oh man, like I can't believe they dropped the ball on this the way they did. And I know I'm
Pandemic.
like, well, no, yes and no. It's more, this is the game that should be a live service and should be ongoing, and there should be new shit all the time happening on it, blah, blah, blah. And that's not what this game is. That's not what an Animal Crossing has ever been. I'm foisting those expectations and desires onto it. They made
And
an
now I'm
amazing
on
game,
Greg's Island.
period. You know what I mean? Like, I saw early, it's funny, it went through, it's like, what a kind of funny score this back in the day. And it's like, oh, right, like, we didn't score games
yeah.
back then. Like,
Oh, that's so funny.
Animal Crossing New Horizons is a 9 or a 9.5. It's probably a 9. I think the bringing it down from a 10, which it could, in some aspects, it easily could be. It's the fact of loads are too fucking long. This process takes too long, and stop seeing like Joey and I can't do anything because someone else is joining right now, which is fine when you're with your friends. You get when you're on a podcast trying to run around and do this stuff. That sucks. The lack of supported content beyond, like, they do seasonal stuff, but it's all on a timer. It's not like, oh hey, something crazy happened, we're putting out Donkey Kong, so here's some Donkey Kong themed items. Like that kind of what you would think is so simple, not simple, I have to make the assets, but so brain dead easy of like, let's promote our new game and the game everybody's still playing. Like that's what we would love to do or whatever.
And there are like definitely quality of life things that I think a lot of other sim games and even like Fields of Mystria have done better. And granted, this came out 5 years ago, so but it's stuff like, oh, if I'm crafting things, I shouldn't have to go physically put them in my pockets. I should be able to do it for my storage, and like those little things that are granular if you play enough of these games.
So let's get back to the top level here.
Yeah.
For G. What is she doing today?
Today, we are starting your island.
Okay.
So this is mostly you get to like make your little character.
Okay.
You have to decide what you want to name your island, if you want to have like a theme or anything like that. And then we're just kind of getting you started. We got to build your tent. We got to get you your first house. We got to teach you to catch bugs and how to fish and like kind of all of the baseline.
Yeah, there is gameplay to this, right? Of the
Yeah.
crafting and then trying to, dig with the shovel and catch things with the net and avoid. Let me tell you, if you shake a tree, which you have to shake a tree, right? You see a beehive drop, you run. You run as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Okay.
They will sting you. You will get a big old black eye.
No.
You'll have a swollen eye.
They're
There's
made-
medicine to take, but
Yeah.
like,
It doesn't really do anything.
well, it doesn't
It
do
is
anything, but you
scary.
look like you got punched in the eye.
Yeah. There's also a scorpion that shows up occasionally at night.
If you saw me, I was stepping on cockroaches in my home because I haven't been to my home in so long.
Oh wow.
So now I have to run room
So it
and
knows
kill
you
all the
haven't been there.
Oh yeah. Like,
Oh.
the when you get out of this, or if we want to throw it up, like and I talked to Huck earlier, and he's like, I haven't seen you in forever, and like I was saying, Mouse is the one who told me I haven't seen you in 4 years and 6 months.
Yeah. Okay.
Barrett always looks like he's coming out to punch us. Why is he so mad?
Does the game
that?
start with you kind of designing your character?
This is everybody who
100%.
saw the
Yeah,
code
yeah,
that
yeah,
Greg
yeah.
put out and just
Oh,
decided to
wow.
come hang out. But yeah, like I want to go to. Oh, you have a little coffee shop.
Oh, you know-
Starbucks.
yeah, that Starbucks is before we actually had the Roost. There's the
Yeah.
Roost now in the library. If you want a good cup of coffee, go see my boy Brewster over there. Okay. You go over,
Rooster.
you'll check in with
Is he a
Black.
rooster?
No, Brewster. He's brewing coffee.
But is he
he's
a
more
rooster?
like a pigeon. I think he's a pigeon.
He should
It's
be
an
a
interesting
rooster.
thing. We have this conversation on In Review a lot, and we personally had it today of you having face blindness.
Yeah.
I am very odd as an Animal Crossing aficionado, I would say. A super fan will say, whatever, right? Where I have island person, I have my island people, I'm blind to them. Penelope, see, I was calling her Mouse. It wasn't even Mouse doing it. But she calls me super fan because they'll ask you what you want to be nicknamed or whatever. And for some reason, I said super fan as well. Anyway, so where I don't care about so many people will curate their island. They will go and I want this person. They get a different person. They kick them off the island. They do the whole thing.
Yeah.
My island people are the people who came here. Like maybe I kicked off one guy because he was too rude, but I don't remember it. But then I just have no real connection to them. For me, it was about building the island, making it all these little weird dioramas and again, you find your fun in this.
Yeah.
My fun too, like, because you can go and like look for specific villagers, and it's kind of a dice roll of like who.
Oh, she
you
started to
find.
chug.
No one can even leave this one area.
Nobody
yet.
can move from here.
So like that's the fun that I find of like there was the bear that was like pink and blue and she had like sparkly eyes, and I was like, I need her for my island. I need her to be one of my neighbors. So like I went and spent like probably hours going to like mystery islands trying to find her to like bring her back. So like, and then Becky did like an island of all the cat characters, and like people will do it like all by color or like a theme and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different ways you could play this game. It kind of depends on what you want. Alex J. Sandoval in the chat says, you got to tell Gia about Raymond. There's always one villager that everybody loves, and it's this grumpy cat Raymond with glasses
Everybody
and a
loves
sweater
Raymond.
vest.
Everyone loves Raymond.
So
God, this is god awful. Whatever I'm looking at here, this multiplayer process.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And see, again, this is where I'm like, there's just so many archaic weird Nintendo decisions, and it's just like the fact that this is how it is still. I know you couldn't update necessarily the game code or whatever, but like when we get to the next one, if it's still like this where you can't play while people, why is it stopping me? Stop their game, of course, while they load in, but like,
well, why is it stopping me?
Well, yeah, I'm saying whoever's joining the island, they should be the one who's getting all of this, not me.
But she won't need to be doing any of this multiplayer.
No,
She can just play
no.
single player. I like
Well,
this
yeah,
guy,
but I
so-
wanna-
Like Boing's look?
Yeah. And we just won't share the code, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I got some super
Well,
chats.
you can limit it to your friends too, so you'd be able to.
Portland Kevin says, Gia, do you reach infinite in Snap? How often?
I've never.
Oh.
What? I don't even
Have
know
you
what
ever
that means.
tried even? Like, I feel like you don't.
Not really. I don't really care about winning. I just care
So
about
what do you play? Yeah, what are you going for?
I care about completing all of the like daily challenges or missions, but they're sometimes counter, like in order to do those, complete those, it's like counter to like a winning strategy sometimes.
Yeah.
And so sometimes I get distracted by that and like I'm less focused on winning like the actual matches. So yeah, I like have never reached infinite. I should that should be a goal. Because it's sort of goofy that I don't care about winning.
But again, that's games, right?
Yeah.
And I think, we're talking about Animal Crossing, but as long as you're enjoying Marvel Snap for what it is and what you're doing in it, go for it.
We got Feel the Surge saying, my wife has gotten more Switch 2 time than I have with all the Animal Crossing she's been playing. She'll be stoked to listen to this episode. That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Feels good to be back.
Bander SN says, a good option for Gia is Pocket Camp on mobile. Complete standalone Animal Crossing game is $20, no microtransactions.
Wait, what's that one?
The mobile.
It's
game
Animal
version.
Crossing mobile.
I that's step 2 because I feel like the goal here is getting you controller in
I
hand.
get it.
Yeah, I
You
think
know?
the basics of this and
Okay.
having it be a Switch game would obviously Pocket Camp's fine. I remember playing that back in the day, but it's not this experience.
And it's like a lot more like fetch questy things. It's like, well, you have to go get fruit and give it to this person. Like there's none of the, or I guess there's like minimal of the decorating stuff. And it's like you mostly have to just fulfill requirements versus like, I want to decorate this the way that I want to decorate this.
Yeah.
We might have actually maxed out.
I was
on
gonna
the
say,
number of
I forget how
people
many
finally.
fucking people can join this thing. I hope we've hit it.
But yeah,
But I'm gonna
you
show.
can,
I'm gonna
like,
show you the rooster.
Okay.
organize all. I like how all of your trees are. Little grove.
Inner
Thank you.
Jetstream
Always
says,
fun.
my wife has slowly put away mobile and gotcha gaming over time as she's been exposed to more and more games. Animal Crossing and Elden Ring being the two big impact
Oh my
games. I'm
gosh.
rooting for G's journey. That's awesome. But Elden Ring and Animal
Those are, like,
Crossing
such-
could not be
Yeah.
further from each other. But hell
It
yeah,
sounds like Gia's next step. Is
I know. Can you imagine?
Wait, what's gotcha?
Gotcha games. They're like, I actually don't really know. I know what type they are, but
it's the type of game that's just fully designed around
You spending money.
you
Loot
spending money,
boxes.
getting addicted to like getting loot boxes and opening it up and get the chance that the blind box idea,
Got it,
but
got it.
gamified even more.
Okay.
the Labubu.
It's what we're trying to get you away from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you on the Labubu train, Gia?
Like intellectually, very interested in the Labubus, but I don't like personally have any Labubus.
Joey,
Okay.
come have a cup of coffee with me at the table.
Okay, I have to figure out where you are.
I'm in the museum.
Yeah, but I don't know
Alyssa's
where
in the
that
same
is.
You're
spot
really
with
close.
the
You're
whole
right.
Labubu
Go
thing.
this way.
Yeah, fascinating.
She's
Labubus.
like on the outside looking in. She's like, maybe I go in. Maybe I just buy a bunch. I'm like,
Let
please
me know
don't.
if she transitions
Keep going
to.
down. There you go. It's right there.
The
When I was
Labubu
getting
train.
my nails
Yeah.
done this morning, there was a girl with one of the other nail girls who was like, it wasn't a Labubu, it was something with like a crying face, but they were like painting the like tear part with like nail polish and to get it like sparkling a different color. And I was like, this is, you guys are getting
Wait, at
real
the
crazy.
salon?
Yeah,
Like
at
that-
the, as
wow.
part of her like nail thing.
Trenton Williams in the chat says, I think Gia would really be into Microsoft Shadowrun 2007. What a great, just random pull. That's awesome. Kebab says there's 7 houses and room upgrades, and then 4 more purely for adding more storage.
Look.
They get more expansive. The last one is 1.2 million bells.
Wow.
That's how many levels there are.
Very good. Good information there. Thank you.
And then Snug says, if this catches G, Joey should show her Stardew Valley.
Stardew Valley is a lot more of a commitment.
There's a
It
lot
has, like, a
more
lot-
game there.
And it's harder.
Yeah.
I'm still really bad at fishing in Stardew Valley. Yeah, that one I think this is a lot more freeform, where you can kind of like do whatever and like there are objectives, but you don't really have to do any of them. And that one is a little bit more intense, but it is one of my faves.
Let's
We'll start
stay
easy.
in this
Yeah.
world for now.
Yeah, we'll
get
get,
there.
you some fun things to decorate your walls with.
I
Alex
consider
J.
it.
Sandoval says, something to consider is that Animal Crossing traditionally has kind of soft gates to it. So you can't do too much within a given day. Some people love that, others don't. And often that's why people time travel.
I think-
We'll
I
start
think
off
I like the
Yeah.
soft gate
Yeah.
thing. I think that's good for me.
Yeah, because even
Healthy.
trying to like get my island back up going for this, I was like, well, either I have to go visit a ton of people who aren't really playing, or I have to like time travel, which is like not the purest way of playing.
Closed Forum says there's so much more to show. Fishing, swimming, bug catching, flying to islands, DLC. We know. We're trying not to overwhelm G. All right, let her play the game in the next section,
Yeah.
and then we can all go from there. All right.
Yeah, I haven't seen any fishing. Expect
You want to
it.
go see it?
I mean,
Yeah, I got to
All right,
fish it
fine.
up.
Yeah, expect
I wanna know what
Everybody, we're
fishing
gonna go
looks like.
fish.
yeah.
Come on.
Run.
Can we fish on your? I guess we can.
I can't see why you wouldn't be able to.
Andrew says, birthday tax. Happy birthday, Andrew.
Happy
I agree with Greg that there
birthday.
should be a more consistent way of keeping a version of this up to date. It was such a huge part of COVID, and I feel like it'd be an easy win for Nintendo. Yeah, definitely
Oh, you wanna
unfortunate
go-
timing there.
I'm just gonna show Gia real quick. So again, what I like about the museum is this is all the stuff I've caught. So I catch the bugs, and I'm not a big bug catcher. I'm more of a fossil guy, but even that. But you catch them and then give them to Blathers out there, and then he puts them in the exhibits. So
You have, like, your own little zoo.
If you wanted to do this, a lot of people love just doing this, where they
This
go
is
out here and
cute.
they build this out or whatever.
I like all the monstera leaves.
Yeah, and like we got so into it during COVID that like one of the things that people would do is they would play hide and go seek on different people's islands. And then you would have to go find them, and people would be like hiding in the museum behind stuff, and it's
That's
just
Wow.
You're still work from home some days, right?
Just 2 days a week now. Yeah.
What I found during COVID that I really enjoyed was, again, since this game only has so much to do on a given day or whatever, would be leaving it on and like plugged in, your character sitting there and watching time pass or watching the world, like just sitting
Yeah.
on town square. You know, KK Slider comes by every weekend. He plays a concert on the square.
dog.
He's a dog, yeah. He's really good at music. Bow, bow, bow. Anyways, because they don't talk. They go, bow, bow, you know what I mean? So,
Okay,
bow, bow,
okay.
bow. Anyways, though, but there's all like I have one of my really cherished memories is after Jen and I got our place, we went there. We wanted to celebrate New Year's there, and it was that we had nothing in the place yet, right? So we brought the Switch. We got carry out food in a bottle, and so at midnight, I have photos around the fire pit of the celebration in the town square for New Year's Eve or whatever.
And they do like fireworks.
Yeah.
Cute.
Show her how to fish,
There we go.
Greg.
I was gonna ask you. I ran up too fast. This is where I buried the Bruce Wayne parents.
Wait,
Little Batman thing. Thomas and Martha.
did they die
Why'd you
like
say that
on
name?
the island?
No,
or-
again, you
Just
make
a
your own
memorial.
fun. You make your own fun. Don't
Okay.
forget in this game.
Oh my god. Banderson says, "Does Gia like horse racing?"
No.
No. No, we
not doing
can't
this.
show Gia that side of video
We're
games.
not doing the horse.
Absolutely.
I really want to
absolutely
see
not.
it.
I've missed out
But
on this
it's-
horse racing situation, but
But they're not.
They're not horses.
It's a girl. They're girls and they
They're
race
girls
like
who-
horses.
Yeah.
Oh no, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mike's
thank
been
you.
streaming it a
Jeez.
lot.
Look, he's dropping all these Nook Miles tickets over here.
this dude's style.
Wait, who's
man, I'm
that
telling
hottie?
you. I love it.
This is.
He's one of our guys.
One of the audience members.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love it.
it's a good-looking little avatar.
I wonder why you like him. Yeah.
He looks like
a bummer jacket.
I love it.
He's not blonde though, you know.
Oh god.
The haircut's looking very familiar though.
I'm gonna come steal these.
Gift for Joey.
Oh hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna come get this. Go exploring. But yeah, this is kind of the gist. It's
Okay.
like designing your island, designing your house, collecting all the things. It's nothing too crazy, but I think that
You'll like this. I think this is gonna work for you.
Yeah,
I
this
know
looks
it's
fun.
crazy right now as we just run around and scream and do a million things, but I do think this is gonna work for you in a lot of different ways. Where you're gonna be like, okay, I get it, and I want to do that.
I'm very interested to see how this goes because I feel like, yeah, again, a lot of overwhelming stuff, but from the little I know here too, it's like the game is just living, G. So it's like
Yeah.
there's the time of the day and all that stuff matters a lot, and I can see you getting really into it. Of like, oh man, by this time I need to check into
Wait, so is
this
there
thing.
there are like real time requirements?
Yeah,
yeah, you
Okay.
can only do certain stuff at certain hours of the day and all that shit.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But like, there's a lot of workarounds for that. It's like, oh, the store's not open, or it stays open late. It's not like 9 to 5. Walk.
Okay.
Oh, and you can go like swimming around.
This was an addition they did put in the game after the fact. We all
Oh wait,
we all
you're
popped for it.
swimming.
Yeah. Go catch whatever.
You're like
found.
a
Nitrogen
mermaid.
Mustard says, yeah, like winter in SF will be winter in the game, and certain things will be different. So it's like, yeah, the
that's cool.
And
holidays and stuff
there'll be
have
seasonal
events.
stuff. Yeah, there'll be
fun.
Halloween stuff. There'll be Christmas stuff. There'll be that goddamn bunny Easter event.
Yeah, the cherry blossom season's really fun when it's just like cherry blossoms. I think it's Carnival that I got all the feather things from.
Snowbike Mike in the chat says horse racing is a dope game. Lots of reading.
Oh, he knows I like reading.
We're not playing the
I also
girl
like
racing
he's
game.
the one who's playing it, and it's not called horse racing.
Yeah,
Like it
right.
has a name.
Oh wow,
Got an octopus, no big deal.
Whoa.
that's crazy.
So yeah,
This is Animal Crossing.
Yeah, it's so funny. Man, so
You
many
should
years.
play it.
When the new one comes out, I'm gonna give it a shot. I'll
love
try
that. I love that.
Looking at this, I'm like, I just don't understand. I do not understand the appeal of this game whatsoever. But I love that. I know you're going to get into this, G. I know you.
I can feel it. I'm excited.
we will.
Don't do it, Greg.
I'm gonna do the thing where I'm gonna make it a little bit easier for you. We're not gonna do all the time traveling stuff.
You can
but
do what you want, Joe.
I am gonna
Make her
drop you
enjoy
like
it.
a fuck ton of bells, so you don't have some of the weird like money gates that I think prevent people from like really getting into it. Essentially, what we did with Andrea, and then she put in like double the amount of hours that the rest of us did. But yeah, this is the game. I'm excited for your island.
And is it lame that I'm joining 5 years late?
Not at all.
No.
No.
Okay.
The
No.
Animal Crossing community will accept you with open arms
They'll open their
whenever.
gates.
Okay. The whole thing.
Whenever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone, I feel like, is just excited that there's more people that want to play Animal Crossing in
Yeah,
whatever form.
It's a great community. It's got a great style to it. The Nintendo store has so much great stuff.
Yeah.
I had to stop myself from buying all of it. If
Yeah.
you like accessories and looking cute, there's good stuff there.
So this has been step 1, explaining the game, pitching the game to Gia. Step 2 is about to begin when Gia starts her Animal Crossing journey. I made her a Nintendo account last night. We made her a me.
I'm ready.
we're going to jump in. We're going to start the island. Greg and I are going to go watch Superman in 40X. His
go.
world's
Oh,
gosh.
about to be rocked.
I need a glizzy.
And then we'll see where we go from there.
Hot dog.
It's a hot dog.
A
I'm going to get two of
glizzy.
them.
Do you not know?
They
about
do
this?
pizza. You know
They
what?
do. We'll
Surprise
figure
me.
this out.
I'm
We'll
hungry.
figure
It's
this
we're
out.
late already.
Anyways, it's going to be a great time, and hopefully we'll be able to follow this up in a while if she's digging it with an island tour of G's Island.
Yes.
But we'll see. No pressure. No pressure.
Okay.
We'll see how the stream goes. Anyways, G, thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Your journey's going to continue without Greg and I, but Joey, are the
I will
best hands
shepherd
to be
you.
in. Let us know in the comments below if you're interested in playing Animal Crossing if you haven't played before, or if you are an Animal Crossing veteran, if you're coming back, or what's going on, what you want to see in the next one. Until next time, I love you all. Goodbye.